Welcome to part number 2. Due to length of these files, now after you have watched part 1 and you understand exactly what went on, I have to say I could not join, merge, combine these files together because they add up to over 5 hours in length. And so due to this, you're going to have to watch the whole thing in 2 parts. Now prepare for the part number 2. This is complete unpacking of the stuff I do. Still, for a good explanation, because I became really negative in this part number 2, I have to refer you to part number 1. At least you can see in part number 2 the way I unpacked the merchandise, everything from the back, the way I have unpacked everything, that there was a clean thing, that there is no dirty play or anything like this. Just the way I have stated everything in front of you right now on a camera. Do not pay attention to the words I devote to, as you're about to see, all the watches you're about to see are going to be with the stickers. Do not pay attention to that stuff because of what I already explained. The stickers were done in such a way so that the whole thing would look like it's with a knife cuts, basically. Convincing enough, according to MK Ultra Brainwash, just as I have explained in part number 1, which you should see first, was done to make me basically discredit myself. So welcome to part number 2. All right, so I am going to do another round right now. I will be continuing with this post, which I have titled, well, newly insane Slovenian postal package delivery via Express 1, March 25th. This one here. This is what I will be doing right now. Something I have demonstrated basically literally arrived again at my home address.
This is unfucking believable. It's unbelievable, man.
Literally with the guy after I ran out on a balcony. I ran from the room, only I stepped on the balcony. The guy already disappeared. This is like a super fast action. It's like a operation. I mean, he drives with a speed. At the entrance, throw the package out, jumps back inside of the car, possibly even have a second person. Possibly even has a second person. Let me explain something I did not explain here very well. This guy has a relative here also at Slotnik. Novo mesto. This individual has a relative at Slotnik. That's why he probably left to the Slotnik. I remember when he would take me even along with him. Beginning the 2010, I think is when he got the job, 2010, 2011. I remember one rainy day when this guy would pop up. And he would even take me with him. So there was no way for me to chase him into the village and, you know, video record the guy. Because there is a route here that goes through the village. So where this Smolennia was, and then it cuts through right there, and you end up literally through Smolennia was, you end up literally at this place here, Slotnik, and this is what this guy has a relative also. Beside that, he would cut through oftentimes because he Slotnik here, right? So I live here, right? So he does make a route like this to this place. Oftentimes because his deliveries here in Ratej, Brusnice, all that kind of stuff. He even goes to Shentierney through here sometimes. It depends what he's closer to. And then or he returns back to the city of the Novo Mesto. That's here basically. So also as a proof that I did identify this guy is he has a relative here in this place in Mali Slatnik. This guy. This delivery guy that I demonstrated you, he stopped like this with the vehicle like this. I mean, this is crazy. It was addressed to this location here at home. This was the address. The same thing have happened as with the previous mail. He keeps delivering home instead of at the postal office in the Novo Mesto city. The difference, it doesn't make any difference. Police opens it up, they replace the stuff, they switch the stuff, and basically this is the way it goes. There's another delivery guy with a white van. He's got a white van. I have also identified that guy. I have identified this guy and that guy, and this is so fucked up that it's unbelievable. His relative that would sometimes go with him, he met me inside of the village, and he stated me, this guy with this car, okay, let me demonstrate your car. He saw me with standing on a terrace, video recording him. He see me, obviously, recording him. He goes like this, next to the house. He does not even pay attention to me. Passes, see me on a balcony, video recording him. He doesn't care. Look at it. This is the type of car, yeah. Not the white van Volkswagen. That's a different one. That's a van. This is just like they call this a box car or whatever. This is the guy who stated me that I have not even seen one. I remember his relative is quite tall. His relative is about like, well, I'm 182 and his relative is about at least like 185, something like this, maybe even 190, I don't know, 185. And he had like a dark beard, you know? And this guy and his relative, this is like totally fucking around with me during MK Ultra. They demanded from me to chase them through the village, while they suggested to me this type of scenario. If you will go after us, the only thing that will happen, we cut through, we go to Mali Slatnik. There is a forest here. This is stupid stuff. This is stupid. And why did they suggested me to chase them through the village? They suggested me to chase them through the village during MK Ultra because they insisted me that they will steal me a watch. Exactly the watch that you see I have ordered here. This watch. So this is a totally stuff that is total psychiatric lunacy. This is the watch they told me I will never get. Yes. Obviously, the watch traveled through the ALIEXPRESS. Now I already know because of scenario that I told you during MK Ultra have taken place. Because of this stuff here. And they demanded from me to really chase them through the village. They told me during MK Ultra, unless you will chase us through the village and manage to meet us. And they told me this in front of the neighbors, in front of the people here in the village, laughing in my face while I was drugged up with the police. This is the way the MK Ultra went. So supposedly I should just fucking run after him into the village. And then he would give me the watch. Maybe, he said, maybe I would give you the watch. So this is basically the stuff they treat you like a shit, like you don't actually really, you don't treat even children like this. This is stupid stuff to do to adult person. But this is the way it goes in Slovenia. This is the way it is, basically. This is the way it is, okay? What I am gonna say to you, because this stuff that I demonstrated you, the one before, I have video recorded it on right here, March the 15th, 2024. I was also today at the postal office, but this is totally irrelevant. And there were these pieces here, this kind of stuff. This is a total lunacy. You're gonna see me opening this stuff here, and you're gonna see me holding in my hands this kind of stuff here.
The two items are damaged.
This kind of stuff, which is like for the swimming under the water with a smartphone, this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff they were fucking around with, doing insane stuff with these things, claiming me there would be eventually this stuff here that would break, this stuff here. I did not even pay attention to and video record properly the whole thing. And something that I have to do, but the point about it is, just as you see the color, it's pink like this. It's not supposed to be pink. This piece came with, just as I demonstrated you, like this, which is not really even, and therefore its danger exists that the water would enter in, and it's something I was promised I will get. Obviously this is from somebody else. It was Nurse JANKO who played with this stuff. No? So if you say that you're, you know, people that afterwards you meet them, they try to portray you like you are a schizophrenic, something wrong with you. This is not supposed to be pink. So this is going to be one more proof that I'm going to submit in addition to the video that you watch here. It's not supposed to be pink. Both pieces that I ordered, were blue. Just like this one here. It's supposed to be blue, not pink. And I did manage to video record. It was actually pink when I opened the bag. It was pink. I like pink color. I don't have a problem with the pink color. But the thing is, I ordered blue. I did not order pink. And I ordered blue deliberately, so to say. Deliberately I ordered blue. Sometimes I order the same thing. I do it deliberately, so they cannot play with it. I make it hard to play with it because it's easier for me to match mistakes and stuff like that. It's more evident when you order two. One, this one you see here, it was blue. And the other order, which also arrived in this package, the same thing, blue, blue, simply blue. Both are blue, you see? Both blue, look. It tells you it's blue. Sorry, I did not record that earlier. Blue. And if I go here, actually the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate you. This is one order. Yeah, I'm going to close that down, and we're going to open this one here. Blue. So they are doing the stuff basically the way they want, and just play, basically just do stupid stuff the way it fits them, and replace the items with the damaged, broken items also, or at least defective enough so that it would look weird and so on. My God, if you say stuff I am talking about, it's really literally used for intimidation. Don't be afraid if you ever find yourself in this situation to say it's somebody that now you're meeting that did something bad to you in the past during MK Ultra, if MK Ultra is going to be involved, because this is what MK Ultra is based upon. It's a pure psychiatry, basically. Now let's go and we're going to open this package. So you see, Even this here is not the color the way it's supposed to be. You see, I like pink color. I have it myself, pink. They kind of figure out that I'm a girly man or whatever, and so I think they hated absolutely everything about me. So everything pretty much bothered them. And so let's continue, and we're gonna do the package opening. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna identify what is inside in there. I think it's a list of watches, I think, just as I demonstrated already earlier. And now what I'm gonna do is, after we documented the driver, the way the driver came, and just that type of behavior, I mean, just driving past house and just like you don't exist and stuff like this is crazy. He left this again on the seat, just as you have seen. Of course, this stuff does not go in a box inside, but all right. I remember there were scissors here that were bigger, and so I'm going to use these bigger scissors. Here it is. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do some inspection. I am going to take this phone down again. We're going to go like this. And the first thing, we're going to do this, like this. Package, properly sealed, everything. Like this, still there. Like this. Like this. This stuff you cannot open, I would not dare to touch this stuff. But if you pay attention to it, right now I see it, this is not going to be even difficult to reach to the items. Because one thing I can already tell you, this is not properly sealed. We have to document this stuff here already at the beginning. I'm not going to open here, so don't worry about any of this stuff. But you can see that this stuff is not properly closed. There are watches in here, and I know that manufacturer, the seller, AliExpress, is not stupid. I know that they do take care of this stuff. I know that for sure, that this is not just like that. Or maybe it was like this, I have no idea. You know, when the police do the job, they don't make no mistakes. They know how to whatever. So this was purchased on what I was told during MK Ultra. It's going to happen, maybe. If it's going to happen, if you're going to be lucky, it's going to be like a half an hour, 20-minute long sale. I will get to that issue. I was going to already pay good money for this stuff, and I didn't have the money, and I decided I would not buy any watches. And then it did happen so that just out of blue, out of nowhere, it was this great deal that opened up. And something like this, this is basically, it's a gift. All right, so like this, you got this here, you got this here, you got this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bother with any of that stuff. I will just go simply, is this here, where is it blue? Let me see that, boom, boom, boom. I am just going to go here. I have not inspected this properly. It's going to be like this. So I do want to document this stuff properly, everything. There you go. Do this. Yeah, I have to make sure that I charge this little phone so that there is juice inside and one all the time, And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open it up here. Let's say like this. This is the way we're going to do that. I'm just going to do one thing. Okay, and now let's continue. We're gonna do like this. And we're gonna open this thing here like this. And this is it. This is what it is. I am not going to take everything out. I don't actually even know how the hell I would do this stuff. I would be probably really better off just doing the two cameras, this stuff or something like that. Should I just employ two cameras here? I think I am going to do something like this. It's a bit late really to come up with such a wonderful idea, but I don't want anybody to doubt about this stuff, and so I don't know if this baby is gonna hold on to it, but I'm gonna put one more camera on. It's not a really good camera, but it will do the job though. If it will do the job, I hope it will do the job. And so I will go ahead and I will do this just like this here. I'm going to put another camera. to video record this whole thing. So basically that's what we are doing. I gotta use one more, there you go. That's the stuff right there, and that's what we gotta do. I don't know. Maybe I should just put this here like that. Like this. So that's that. Hey, that's not gonna be any doubts about the stuff I do. And so there you go, this is what we have, and let's go. I'm gonna take number one, and I know I better hurry up. 24 minutes already passed by. This camera, however, is not too damn good with this stuff here. So this is one package that you see right there. Package is fairly well closed with the sticker right over. So no, I would not go and open up any of this. What I'm gonna do is I am just gonna here, just like this. I always do it like this so that if somebody has some kind of doubts, whatever. I don't want to go and open where the package is sealed, because that's the stuff for inspection that is best used. So this is a piece number one. This is extremely well packaged, this stuff here. That's what I'm gonna do, also like this. So that I make sure. Okay. And let's see if like anything visible from the outside already. These are very good belts. It looks like a really high quality watch from the distance like that. You got a 5 bars of water resistance. I was gonna buy 2 of these watches, as much as I'm broke financially, and voila, the chance opened to buy for really. It's working already, this watch. It's already in working condition. And this is the instructions I have. These are the instructions, and this is basically the watch. Yeah, this looks like fairly new watch. This is like brand new watch, and probably I would even say that this is the first new watch. I don't actually see really any signs of wear, tear, anything like that that would eventually apply to this watch. No, actually no, because it's a plastic right at the top. So yeah, I would say that this is a new watch. This is a really pretty watch. I did not know these watches are so damn good. Now I actually see that this is, wow. During MK Ultra, they would not they would not just, they are really, really, I am impressed with this. I have to tell you that I'm impressed with this stuff. As far as the watch, it costs $7. Watch like this at AliExpress when they run special. $6.50 watch is actually really, really, I have to tell you, I feel this is spectacular. It's big, but because of this belt, because the way the belt is designed, it doesn't actually even feel big. And so I am going to make a little commercial here for AliExpress for this company, Smael. I would recommend this. It's big, but the thing about it is that it's got, many of you are not familiarized with this stuff, but it came to my attention that the Chinese water resistance, the watches with the water resistance, Chinese watches with the water resistance was tougher than a Japanese water resistance watches. Meaning that, and I met the Chinese politicians who got really, really upset with people asking about the water resistance, that it only had 3 bars or 5 bars and so on. One of the things when you buy with the Chinese watches that came to my attention are more solid as far as waterproof rating than the watches even from Japan, from Casio. Casio, Citizen, and Seiko have, based on one thing I'm going to say to you, they improve the quality of their watches as far as the water resistance based on comparison with the Chinese made watches. This is true. The inventor of this digital watches and stuff like this, Casio, Japan. Japanese the best, #1 by far. But there was one thing that was weak spot in these watches until sometimes, I think in year like something 2000, something like that, when the first Chinese watches appeared. And those watches, the digital watches and stuff, they have really, really proven themselves with a very, very strong water resistance rating when compared to Japanese Casio. Very, very, very good quality. This is Japanese mechanism inside. It's a Japanese mechanism. It was based on MK Ultra information I have. Miyota, who purchased the factory that was Japanese manufacturer of this watches, of this mechanisms inside, because you see it's analog and it's digital mechanism. The watch like this would run you, even if you would have a watch like this in 1985, in 1990, you would probably have to pay $2,000 for the watch like this. These are just a plain bottom facts. They had this big Rolex and all these watches, like a show-off watches. If you would have a watch like this back then, you would sell one more than what the Rolex, than what you would pay for the Rolex. Even if the Rolex, tell you what, if the Rolex would be 10,000, you could sell this watch for 10,000. That's 100% fact. If you would have a watch like this, you would get the money, you would get any money in the world. It's big, you would, regardless of it, people will pay you the money. That's how much technology have advanced, that's how much technology have changed. The original company that was making this kind of mechanisms, at least what I was told during MK Ultra, have sold its company to Casio. And so what you see here is a Casio Citizen. Some are writing even Seiko mechanism that is inside of these cheap Chinese watches. Some people started to criticize that it's a low quality glass on these watches. It's not glass, it's a plastic, it's acrylic. And I was even told that it has to be, because this is equivalent to the G-Shock. People are actually using this stuff for swimming under the water. I would not recommend this watch for every day. Probably not for the winter time because it gets cold and you have to put the sleeve over. And so it is thick watch, you know, it is thick watch in a way. This is a thick watch, but really it's not so thick. I'm going to do a special review. I decided I'm going to open sport channel of the stuff that I have, stuff that I do sport-wise. Not that I do, because I was financially, they broke me so much that I could not even buy myself a fishing license so that I could fish on the river, which is right under the house. And they did stuff like this deliberately with literally a fishing license fee. They raised the fishing license fee to over 350 euros per year. The people from the local fishing association were involved in it, and when I say involved in it, involved in a torture. They performed bestiality on me. And so this stuff is just something completely different. And so, but I decided we'll open a separate YouTube channel, something like that, so that I would share with people my experience, like outdoors, hiking, and also gears and stuff like that, based on my ideas. I would highly recommend you this watch for really $650, and in the US, I don't know, it's actually even cheaper. I have seen Americans have this for like, I've seen funny prices like for $3, $4 you have price like this for the watch in the US. That's a crazy price. This is one of the most expensive, this is the most expensive mechanism actually that's inside, is the mechanism, Japanese mechanism, which is analog and digital mechanism inside. It's crazy. I will press on the light button to verify that there is a light actually that's working. This watch looks to me good. Trying to say like brand new. I don't actually see absolutely any kind of scratches, any damage, anything on one. These watches also come with a battery that is Japanese battery, I was told. And so this is really, really a gift. And it's a really, really beautiful gift. I tell you what, if I would order this stuff and I would pay more, I would not be sorry. Now when I have it in my hands, I am very, very happy with this. Perfect summer watch, and also the watch for this, you know, spring and fall. When you go out there hiking and stuff like this, whatever you do, you go swimming, you can go with this watch. This is a really, really fantastic, fantastic watch. Very, very nice. So this is one product. I don't have anything else I would review on this stuff. Later on, I'm going to take some microscope and play with that a little bit. But right now, I want to get quickly impression about basically about the stuff we had. These are watches. The name of this is Smael company. Like I said, I will do a little commercial for this people who sold me these watches. Like this. Okay, so this is one. We're gonna take next one. It's supposed to be 5 pieces. 5 watches for $9. That is crazy, crazy cheap. And so, let's see this. It looks to me fairly packed. I don't see anything that I would see that anything would be with it. Yeah, we're gonna open this one here. Yeah, I've seen people reviewing the watches out there, and honestly, everybody's got his own way of reviewing watches, and I wasn't quite happy about the way I saw people review the watches. So I kind of decided by just watching these people, I would do my own channel, not even to make money, because it's kind of a late for me to make. The money would make difference in my case. But basically, when you do the stuff like this, maybe you'll be better off doing something you like. And that way, think about helping people, and you would do better. These are the instructions. How are we gonna put this stuff back? Oh, not yet. And well, here is the watch. Wow, another piece that I have to say is surprisingly beautiful. This is surprisingly beautiful watch. This was my choice of MK Ultra watch. I see a hair here. I know that I have to pay attention to it. This is the stuff that prompts you immediately to pay attention to it. Okay, so I'm taking a chair and glasses off, and we're gonna do some of this stuff here. It is working out there. Because I see a lot of stuff on it. This did prompted suspicion in me. I see hair and all kinds of stuff on the glass, and when there's stuff like this is present, they come with these double belts like this too, like this, which is like total luxury when you this watch, the stuff I see, belt and everything. Damn man, it looks new. It does look new. It looks new, but there is hair all over this watch, like stuff. But well, I never had a really outdoor watch or real outdoor watch, and I don't think that you can have better outdoor watch than this. I mean, I don't know how much the camera can catch this, but if you want the outdoor watch, then this is like a perfect outdoor watch. This is really is a magnificent watch. It's green. I don't know how much my camera is of use to you, but it really is exceptionally beautiful outdoor watch. The only problem with this watch is the size, the thickness, the size itself. But what people are criticizing, and people are criticizing how they cannot access the interior because of this belts here that you see, is actually at your advantage, because it allows you to wear one smoothly without having any pressure to deal with. Even if you have a smaller hand, it will align itself perfectly like this, you see. The thickness, the discomfort or something like that would otherwise be, is avoided by this round in the back cover that rather pushes the main body of this watch, if you like, box of this watch outwards, and is concentrated on just this thing here, which kind of I feel like a normal regular size watch, you know. That's why I would say I highly recommend these products for you to purchase. I would say that these are the watches. These are much better than what I anticipated products. Much better than what I initially anticipated products is what this is. Truly surprising. But this here, this is what makes me a little bit you see the color, the way this stuff is discolored, this button here, suspicious. So you can turn the light on, then it looks like this, very strong light. The thing about me is I never press buttons, I never play with the buttons. Just really very beautiful watch. I still think, however, that with this watch here something is not right, because the thing is that somebody took off this vinyl when compared to the other watch. Let me see something here real fast. It's just yeah, it is the same thing. The vinyl, that one has vinyl, this one, nobody touched the vinyl on this one. Somebody was playing with a vinyl, with a cover, with that one. I can tell that. But I'm gonna put this watch is just right over here like this. So at the end we're gonna have one more review with this. I'm gonna adjust this camera properly. It's the second camera that I'm using as a proof. Somebody's gonna figure out something that's not. I'm gonna put this stuff here. And we're gonna take the third watch. They are equally thick. These watches are equally thick. I didn't get to that issue. Here, we're gonna take this one here. The thickness really is not your problem with these watches. That is very true. It's like I was told during MK Ultra that I should just concentrate on whichever one I like, because the thickness doesn't play. They told me the thickness is going to be all the same. It's actually exactly what I have proven you before I have even purchased the watches. That's exactly what I stated in the videos about watches before I would even purchase. Despite manufacturers even claiming different sizes and so on, I already knew advanced because of MK Ultra exactly what I will get in my hands. So, all right, so let's go with this one here. I think both watches are new, I would say, but with that watch right there, somebody took the vinyl down. They did not place one back correctly, because you cannot, because the manufacturer only does that. This is a watch I would super highly recommend you. I don't have to say why. I mean, this is no need to explain. This is exactly the same watch as the other one was. What a beautiful stuff. It really is not as white as I saw this on the you know, on the It's kind of a see-through. Definitely this is not a new watch. It's all scratched up, see it? You can see this watch is all scratched up. So we have the first watch that is not new. The housing is all scratched up. Not a new watch. This is a used, worn out watch. I see here something like QC 2312. This is something actually I have to pay attention to. This is a quality control 2312. This is definitely a stolen watch. This is not my watch. Let's see this stuff here. So we have a first theft. Yeah, this is the best looking watch. You can see the screw is also open. You see it? Let me demonstrate you. See it? Every watch has like this screw, you see? You see it in a position, the way it is placed in a position? That's the way it is in the position, is like this. And I knew it's going to be this watch. This is the most beautiful watch of them all. So the most beautiful watch is stolen again. The number watch is stolen. So you see this is the way it's supposed to be. And I can place this here like that so that you can see this. Yeah, I'll also take the other watch. Yeah, the police was playing with these watches already, and one watch is already stolen. The authenticity, as far as this watch is new, now it's all under question. You see this? The screws are basically, this watch has like a crack here, and you can see clearly that the screws are like this, like a cross, like this. That's basically the watch is new. This here is not new. This is X right there. See it? So we have a first watch here that is just scratched. Somebody opened up this watch and have stolen this watch. And this is the best looking watch of them all. So this totally ruins my experience when it comes to this watch. This watch also clearly is used. You can see even the fingerprints all over the place. You see it? Possibly even scratched. Yeah, it's scratched. Look at it. The watch is scratched. You see scratches right there? That's a scratch. That's not something that would have to do with that would have to do. I'm going to take the phone off, and I'm going to go here to demonstrate this stuff. It's got nothing to do with, it's an old worn watch, stolen. So we do have people here in Slovenia stealing basically this stuff. We do have people stealing literally this stuff. With the vinyl, you can also see, you see it? This is exactly according to MK Ultra scenario. The best watch, however, would be the one like this, would be like this. So this was replaced with a I am gonna use, because I have another camera right there, microscope, and we're gonna do the exam of this watch from a little up closer so that you get to see basically what this is. This is a rack. I will request another watch. I want another watch like this. They will not be fucking doing this to me. This is pure misery. This is basically driving people totally nuts. Check this out. Let's go. And we're gonna see this here. So do you see the scratches? I mean, you cannot not see the scratches. Clearly this watch is scratched up. Look at that. Look at it. Scratches. Those are scratches. Let me see if I can. This is basically what the vinyl looks like at top of this. They screwed up protection also. This is the watch that was in a possession. I am actually going to even check this watch just to see if this watch is even the watch that I purchased from the internet, because of the issues such as it could be a very old watch. It could be the watch like those other watches that I presented you that were actually the watches that were meant to be first models, basically. Even that kind of stuff arrived in the mail to me before they would use them during MK Ultra. Basically watches that were long already discontinued, if they were even ever made. That kind of stuff also arrived through the mail. So something I did not check was the belts. This is stuff I have not checked properly. And here is the rear of the watch. So it's all fucked up. It's all scratched up, man. These watches are really beaten up as hell. See what this is? Look at that. The best watch, yeah, the best watch. This was JANKO, Nurse JANKO, a psychiatrist, the police, they told me. And if you will get to order this watch, it will come exactly the way you see it, like this. And when I ask why would that be, it's because everybody liked this watch. Because we all like this watch. So this is a watch from somebody who was involved in it and basically end up stealing my watch. The biggest problem, one of the biggest problems, if not the biggest problem with this watch is, believe it or not, are belts. And this is yet something that I will go ahead and inspect once I am done with this stuff. So this people truly ruined the experience. Truly evil, just out there to cause damage, harm. So Chinese did really extremely well here with this stuff here, but this here this Slovenian business, this is shit. This is the worst. I would say to you folks, buy it. I would say to you, buy it, man. Buy yourself a Rolex, man. Buy yourself better than Rolex. I wouldn't say buy yourself a Rolex. I did not know they are so good. Honestly, now when I have this in my hands, this is better. It's better than what I anticipated, actually. I'm surprised. I am truly surprised. Folks, buy it. You're not gonna be sorry, I tell you. Those $7 in the US, I think even $5, you have even less. They give you for less money than they give anybody. That's because of investments. You hear me, Americans? AliExpress was extremely grateful to American investors. And I don't like the politics the way it is now. This is a stupid stuff. And this is one of the reasons why this watches, you have it for less in the US than anywhere else in the world, I think. So if I were you, I would just close my eyes and buy. You're not going to be disappointed. If you like Rolex, you're going to like this better than Rolex. This stuff here. As far as the watch, big, I think my wrist is like 18 centimeters. It's not a big wrist. I don't have a big wrist. Geez, this stuff here would not allow me, but it would look like this. It's really spectacular stuff. Beautiful. Close your eyes and buy this yourself. You're not going to be sorry. This one here obviously is not new, but buying it, you guys are going to get a new one, I suppose. Make sure you video record when you order the stuff. American FBI was involved in this stuff and they were up to no good. Police, USPS, United States Postal Service, was involved in it. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to have ever advocated the United States of America. Honestly. All this stuff was involved in it. And here we are. I'm age 52 now. I am pretty sure that if I would remove that plastic, there will be some other stuff that would pop up. I am not going to do anything like this, therefore I think I did prove the point that this watch is used with what you see here. The belt is being also replaced. Mechanism, I think they changed. I think they changed the mechanism. This is old watch. This is a used watch, old watch. That's what they were playing with, and I'm not going to allow this. This was a gift to me from Chinese, and I will not allow this stuff. Chinese were very angry with the Slovenian side. When they would come to Slovenia, when it comes to the watches, during MK Ultra, they would actually scream on the Slovenian side to return the watches and stuff like that. It was like this. They knew that there is nothing they can do about it. This is Slovenia, basically. I had no idea it's such a toilet. Really, I did not know. Because it was so much that it collected, throughout my life that I no longer even pay attention to it. So these are the watches I would say to you guys, either one of this, I would say to you, do it. Do not allow yourself not to buy this if you're on the market. It's all Japanese mechanisms inside. I don't really know how, but I think that this is like super good quality. There was arguments during MK Ultra about the quality of these mechanisms. It was only Slovenian site again that had light about absolutely everything. Quite obnoxious stuff. I don't think Slovenian side would get 3 jack. I don't think they would allow one anywhere. But because of my involvement in it, they found themselves on a picture and were doing the stuff that is totally crazy. They allow themselves far too much, and they continue to allow themselves. Checking this screwdriver. Even the screwdriver came along this watch. But this watch, however, is more expensive, but it's also worth every penny. This is I think you cannot go wrong. This is the watch that you can buy at AliExpress for about $6 also. When they put the discount and stuff like this, that you can go and you can buy at $6. In fact, I'm going to go and I'm going to do a promotion for AliExpress today at the end of this video, because I really want to thank them for this. So it's got the belt that is very heavy belt, very solid. The belt itself is very sophisticated, but from far away I can already tell you this is not my belt and this is not my watch because of the dirt. See all the dirt inside? Look at the dirt. Look how fucking dirty this stuff is. And we are exactly the same again in MK Ultra. They told me it's going to be like this so that you're going to know, you're going to see it from far away already that the watch was open and stuff like this. So again, I believe that once I'm going to open this watch, it's going to be all kinds of problems with this watch. All kinds of issues are going to be with this watch. But so very solid, very heavy. And if you were to have a Casio like this, you would actually even have to pay, because they come with the plastic, you know, you would have to pay some, I don't know how much. One guy suggested that he paid for the special case that you put inside, like a metal case. This is fucking fantastic, eh? Very much recommended. You're not gonna get Casio like this for like $5-6. They have one on sale, $5-6, folks. I don't know, the price is higher than that, but if you pay $5-6 for it, this is crazy cheap. I know that this is not from manufacturer because they treat stuff different. I know that. Look how this stuff is glued. This is like in Slovenia, you know. This is the Slovenian way, you know. It's like nervously wrapped like this. It's just like this, basically. This is a Slovenian way. You can see it right away. No seller, nobody does the stuff like this, because people are totally aware about that. They depend on the customers. They don't do the stuff like this. This is a Slovenian way, this stuff. Look at the tape. Look how dirty the tape is. Probably the tape was really good for the fingerprints, but the police investigators, they used my mother to throw me silicone, the rubber gloves for me to use to remind me, for which I already told you. This is like full of fingerprints. Look at that. They really worked hard with this. Mr. Robert Golob of the Slovenian Prime Minister insisted would have watches always, whenever the watches would arrive to Slovenia, delivered to the parliament, where the parliamentarians would look at the watches that I purchased and that kind of stuff, which is kind of really totally fucking crazy. But these are the issues they have used to drive insane. Oh, look at that. This looks like, let's see, what the fuck, look. Why would anybody even put this stuff in here? I'm gonna put this back here like this. I'm gonna do that. The belt like this, if you were to purchase the belt like this, I have no idea how much the belt would cost, because this is a real metal, really, really top of the line belt. And I do not know why the belt would be so. I'm gonna see this stuff here. It is, because it's you can see it's scratched up here. No. Even appears a bit rusty, basically. Look at that, that's a housing from the watch. That sucks, it's scratched. Yeah, this is the watch for which police investigator have stated me that, look at it, it's scratched. Police investigator have stated me that this is the watch, if I would purchase, nobody would touch. And they simply would not touch this watch. It looks like somebody hammered one on the side too. He stated, if you're going to order one like this, it will be like new, so that you will at least have one good watch. So I don't know what exactly he meant by this, because I can clearly see that the watch is fucked up. What exactly he was talking about, I do not know. New watch? No, this is not new. Somebody hammered at the belt. I can see there is a hole right there too. They don't make watches like this. They don't make belts like that. Oh, I knew immediately when I saw that dirt, exactly as I also was told that in MK Ultra the case is going to be, to pay attention to when you see it, that you will immediately recognize that the watch is fucked up. Do you see that? You see what the housing looks like on this side? Look at it. Like the rats ate that housing right there. It's not like this on the other side, and then when you look at this, then you know that something is wrong. I am actually even afraid to look what the cover in the back looks like. But it looks already from far away, you can see all fucked up. Just not only like this, but actually as if somebody hammered this As if somebody was using a hammer. Look at that. They seems like they have a heavy-duty hammers using on these watches. Doesn't look too damn pretty. Maybe the cover did not go properly and it was the hammer they needed to smack one so they could screw the screws inside. At least this is how they do in Slovenia, the Slovenian way. I don't have to say anything about, right, whether this watch is used or it's not used. It's all scratched up, fucked up. Well, this must be the worst watch yet. This watch is not worth that shit. Some screws are turned like that, some screws are turned whichever way. My God, this is a 5-bar water-resistant watch, just like the other one. I would not dare to use any of these watches. The prettiest watches are fucked up. This is basically what one looks from up front. It's all fucked up, scratched plastic, basically. I don't even need the fucking microscope. This watch belonged to some security officer. This was not the watch from the police, but police also had security officers involved in it. They would hire security, private security, and it was one guy who had really a lack of education and was really, for my standards, like semi-retarded. And this is it. I have his watch. Hooray! This is it. Look at it. He destroyed the watch very shortly. He didn't need much time to destroy the watch when the police already warned him that he did enough damage that he had to return the watch. So that I would have his masterpiece, basically. This is not the masterpiece from what I purchased, but this is from the Slovenian police. These are the psychiatric watches. This is basically sadistic stuff, you know? And if you pay attention to, yeah, really, the two bright, light, beautiful watches are destroyed. I would not accept any of these watches, really. I would demand more explanation once I launch this investigation. This is not okay. This is fucked up. This is all this stuff is all fucked up. None of it is okay. So apparently there was also other people, they would give chance to destroy stuff and basically then remind me of craziness they enforced during MK Ultra. So this is what this is. He had this watch not too long. He had this watch for about... He didn't have this watch for too long. He had this watch, you know, for about maybe even 3 months, 2 months, something like this. 3 months, I would give. He was changing also the belt because the belt is all fucked up. You can see that this is not the belt from the watch. You can see by these holes here that he was really, really handy with the changing watch because it's a cheap watch, you know. You get for not a lot of money in Slovenia. They have a big salaries, people. In Slovenia, as police officers, they make 3,000–4,000 euros cash. And psychiatrists used to make 4,000 euros in, I don't know, what year was it? I have written on the blog. And so this is nothing, you know, they go, they buy themselves, you know, very, very wealthy people. So here you can also see the watch is all fucked up here. Look at this. It seems like he was using also a hammer to strain the body from the watch a little bit. Yeah, right there. You see how it's not exactly aligned. No, that stuff maybe is the way the watch is done. That's nothing wrong with it. That was my mistake. Here it is dirty, you can see on the side. Forgot to clean this up a little bit. Yeah, it's all good. The belt. The belt. The belt looks like this. The belt is all fucked up, like this. It's a beautiful belt, yeah. Except that this one is all worded shit. Because the way he did with the belt, look what the fuck this is. The belt is also all oxidated, which tells me that somebody was doing his best to remove the fingerprints. The police was the one that were using the alcohol, I told you, rubber alcohol, to do that stuff, and they would also do this stuff so that anything that is metal would go within like 14 days, I think. Within 14 days it turned rusty, basically. It just turns nasty, basically. You cannot even turn these belts because it's all fucked up. Look the way it stands up. And so you have to do it like this, and now you're gonna hear how it's gonna crack like this. So this is so fucked up that I'm not gonna even touch this watch. Sorry. It's just I'm gonna put this somewhere on the side, and that's basically is gonna be it. But I'm gonna say to AliExpress, thank you very much for a beautiful gift. It's got 5 bars, and I was really gonna use this as a main watch. I don't have to worry about it anymore now, because watch is all fucked up, obviously. Looking at the band here. The band actually looks good. From this side, it actually looks good. Yeah. Scratched as fuck, eh? This side is clean when you look at inside. But this one here is not clean when you look at inside. I can see some people from India here right now again. And they were arguing with them that this is the way it is, this is the way the watch was, and I don't know what. Indian people did not like them even a little bit, talking about the Slovenian police. They also had, just like Chinese, they had a problem. It could be the belt is from India. In India, they make good belts. Wow, that would be a big mistake. Oh, what a crazy stuff this is, boy. Instead of using the fucking thing, you have to go and do the stuff like this. Hey, this is really... what a waste of time. Slovenian masterpieces. For this watch, I was actually told, for this exclusive watch, I was even told something else, which is completely out of touch with the reality. Totally out of touch with reality. Completely. Totally out of touch with reality. It's a stupid shit. The whole story about this watch is like this. The whole story about this watch is that the whole story about it. This, I'm wasting my fucking time on it. This watch is used, nothing other than used. That's all there is to it. Just as I have stated earlier, this is a used watch. The security guy was using this watch. Period. There is nothing else I want to add to this stuff. There is nothing here to add. Nothing. Watch is also scratched on the surface, just as it would be normally if you use this watch for 2 months. Then the watch would be like this, you know. It's a normal thing, I mean, except that this is not a new watch. And it's a really question how long this watch has been in the use. One thing is the belt, another one is the watch. You can change the mechanism inside and so on and so forth. What police was doing really with this stuff here is something I would not want to go and guess. It doesn't make me any fucking sense. The point I have already made is the point is proven. I may take a microscope in my hands and do a little closer check of this watch. I was already very happy. I'm gonna get a beautiful belt. What a beautiful belt this is, really, guys. Highly recommend this watch. And boy, have I made a mistake. Boy, did I screwed myself for thinking that way. Traces of rubber alcohol used to remove a sweat. Totally police procedure. I told you also I was not the only individual. Police was doing this stuff too. I told you that police was doing also this to other people in Slovenia also. A police investigator told me that he has another guy like myself. These are criminals. This is not a police. I'm basically investigating right now criminals wearing police badges. This is what this is about. I make good money out of it for causing people harm, damage. It appears that this here was removed. You pay closer attention. This one here is the one that is affected the most. He did not even bother to use this side. He was using this side here to remove, to adjust the belt. And so it should be also this side here that could have some marks on it too. I don't know. They were arguing with people from India about this here, big time. So I don't know about new and not new and so on and so forth. Is it that this is like a very irregular piece? I doubt it. I would say that this is the stuff that was used, worn out, and clearly this stift here, as we say, is a strong testament to it. As somebody was using one to reduce the size of the belt. I don't know how big this thing is or whatever. And so this is what it looks like from the inside, without my even bothering myself to take. It does not have anything in the back, vinyl or anything like this, nothing. And you know that this is a Panars is the name of this watch. you know this is bullshit and that this is not a new watch, because this company, Panars, is actually a very good company also. They pay a very strong attention to detail also. A very detailed company. They don't do lousy shit like this. So we have a Psychiatric watch here. A bit hard to video record, maybe exactly because of this light here. Let's see if we can do better now. I just need one shot so for you to see what the hell this shit looks like. So we do understand each other that this is not a new watch and that I will not be wasting no fucking time on the rest of it. I would not go in the water with this watch. This is a 5 atmosphere water resistance watch. It would be a suicide mission. Not because the watch is made poorly. I highly recommend you this watch. You're never going to get anything similar to this watch, but the watch I have paid for is stolen by the Slovenian police, according to the psychiatric scenario used to drive me insane. So we're going to put this on the side. We're going to move this. So I hope I did video recorded this here. Let me see here. This is the one, right? This is this here. It says here Sinok electronic. Okay, that's what this is like. All right, so at least I think this was it. So I still have more. They give you even a screwdriver. Nice, thank you very much. Really great attention to the detail. It says here Sinok. It says Sinok here. The brand, however, is Panars. It could be the same. I don't know. But it just looks like the one from MK Ultra with this stuff. I remember this too. So it could be very well that this is also proof that this is not the watch that I ordered. Actually, this is the watch I ordered. It just didn't come the way I have paid this for to be. Even the packaging wise. So it's basically, it's a laughter in the face. It's like saying to me, fuck you, basically. And that's it. So we have another watch here. So everything is basically stolen, if you ask me. If you ask me, I lost the appetite for this order. It started nicely, very optimistic, and it turned out dark. It turned out to be really shitty. Just the way London would want, and just the way the London paid for it. Well, at least Charles is not going to say that I did not buy the watch I wanted or something like this, that it was nothing, that I couldn't do anything or something like that. It came out that he's a thug, a thief, a criminal, a lowlife. And that's what matters the most here. It was not, it was the London British that would do this stuff in the end. It came out clearly that they financed the stuff that was beyond insane, beyond criminal. But they financed, did not pay for it. They have stolen throughout my life absolutely everything I purchased in my life. So it was not that they would finance something or pay something. For this sale from AliExpress, it was a British Prince William who claimed that he's going to make a sale that would allow me to purchase the watches really cheap, that he will be the one who will finance this sale, that it will be 20-30 minute sale. Not likely, because the sales like this were done by AliExpress throughout the years, and it became evident that the British royals are total scumbags. Total scumbags. I mean, scumbags, kings of the scumbags. Yeah, scumbag kings. I agree with that. So here, there you go. We're going to do this. Even if he would make such a sale, this is not his money. There is nothing. He have stolen the money from me, even from the online income. Even from the fucking YouTube, from Daily Motions. Hey, these people rip me American citizenship. They fucking destroy me absolutely everything. Make sure I would not have ability to file for protection anywhere across the Europe. Western Europe. I'm not going to say Eastern Europe, because it's other people that enforce crime over there in cooperation with the London, but definitely throughout the Western Europe, Canada, and well, they made the life in the US very much impossible. So there you go. I would say to you guys, any watch you like, go for it. Every one of these watches is great. That's basically the way I feel about it. It looks solidly packaged. This stuff looks packaged solidly, and we're gonna do this, and let's go. We're gonna start here like this. I do not believe any watch today that I got by the mail. No watch is new here. I don't settle not even for one single watch here, because none of these watches is new. This is the final verdict of this watch purchase combination. I was looking so much forward to. And we have this watch here. Let's see this one. Let's see if we can see anything here. Aha, this doesn't have, this have only one pin here for the belt. I can see through the vinyl, however, already it's dirty, and it's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's not new, basically. This is, you know, the watch is about, when you pay for something new, it's about getting the new watch, right? You don't go and do this stuff. You wouldn't go and fucking do stuff like that. Would you go and buy stuff like this? I don't think so, basically. What about if I give you this stuff for free? Well, the thing is that I'm not here to get anything for free. I pay for it. This is the thing. In Britain, they do it like this, but the rest of the world is trying to stay away from that. So we got another watch here. This watch, although it looks like new, it's not. It's got marks here. Look at it. Marks. This is probably the guy from the British guy, this watch. Because it's fucked up, because he said exactly what I see based, because I was eager. And he said that he would use watch only a little bit and so on. So it could be this watch is actually even from Britain. Use watch from the guy I eventually already even demonstrated you on the internet. You see those scratches right there on the belt? You can't go past that. So apparently the British deemed that this is just okay for me. That's fine. And so that this is okay like that. Have this kind of stuff here like this. He would just use it a little. He is not completely British. He is maybe, I don't know, or Egypt or something like that. So it was a really, really stupid thing to purchase it. It was a stupid thing to purchase because, you know, the British, you are fascists. You already know you're neo-Nazi shit. You know that. So I should have known better than that. Not his fault, no. The guy has to pay the bills, basically. That's why I said that everybody that is not native in Britain and even native British are fucking hostages in that fucking system. It's not his fault. I don't blame him for it. He had to do it. He had to agree to their royal, it's really royal, isn't it? Terms of negotiation. No. A British fascism, basically, classic. You see that scratch right there? You can see it. You can see that scratch. I knew immediately it's going to be a problem. It even looks like decolorized or something like that, like as if you would put something on it that would eat the color. See it. What the fuck is this? Aha, I know what it is. It's just a white thing from this white thing, the color, the paint. Strange stuff. Strange. I doubt they do it like this in the factory, that this is what this is. A lot of fingerprints. Actually, the surface is quite nasty, really. I did not expect this would be the case. And the surface, here you can see the watch is being used from the side. The surface is being already partially scratched, fucked up, so to say, done in such a way that it would go very bad as soon as possible, that it would not last. The biggest problem with this watch, see what I mean right there? The biggest problem with this watch was discoloration. These watches would love to get discolored right at the top. They had two problems, this watch, during MK Ultra when they tested one. One problem was that they would be breaking the glass. This watch, I think, opposed to other watches, I'm not sure whether it does have a glass or not, and finally it doesn't matter, because this is the plastic that allows you to go under the water. It's stronger, it's thicker, I understand, etc., etc. So this is the stuff. Do you see this stuff here on the surface? This is what I think they did go over with the alcohol. Because this is what's used actually to fuck up the surface. Once you do that kind of stuff, it starts to decolorize itself, and the only thing that happens is the paint will just go off, and then it looks nasty. This was the biggest problem with this watch. This is far from new. Not only this watch is not new, but also this watch is prepared to fall apart in my hands within maybe a month or two or something like that, like getting totally rapidly, basically losing color, decolorizing itself, turning itself in shit. Very, very quickly, basically. I would not even doubt about this watch being possibly even painted over. The watch has visible scratches, cracks. You can see that right there. They don't make the watches like this. The new watches don't look like this. I'm sure you can see it. Very, very, very nasty watch. Really, really nasty. The screw, it appears that somebody was also having trouble with. All in all, somebody was the screw, definitely somebody was having trouble with the screw. And you can see they are in a wrong position. See it? Totally nasty stuff. Nasty stuff, really. Nasty stuff. Okay, maybe two watches are okay. Other than that, this is fucking nasty. This is horror. This is totally horror. I actually regret the purchase of this stuff. No, I did not know I would say this. I do, frankly, I regret this purchase. It brought a lot of headache. Really brought a headache. I would feel much better right now if I did not purchase the watch. The watch clearly also, if you remove the sticker, which I am not going to be doing, somebody else already did, also has a scratches. Definitely was a used watch. Definitely is a used watch. Definitely is a used watch. I don't have, you can see when you see those lines running, not like a sideways and stuff like this, those are scratches basically. They're not big scratches, but this watch was used by some timid individual. Congratulations, you have made it to the end of the part number 2. The part number 2, that's all there is. In part number 3, if I welcome you, it's where I welcome you. Make sure you watch part number 1 of this video, because this is where I most realistically do the breakdown of basically what went on. Part number 3 is the one you may want to watch. Actually, part number 1 is the one you may want to watch to understand basically what exactly went on. Part number 2 was just to demonstrate you that it was authentically open, that everything was done according to police criterion for a proper investigation procedure purposes. but truly part number one is the part where I explain everything to you in detail. I'm sure you have felt my negativity in part number 2 because I was under the shit impression about the stuff that went on due to those stickers that were in the back. But once we removed those stickers, just as you have seen in part number 1, condition of this watches more or less somewhat satisfy criteria of the new watches, condition of the new watches, with exception of 2 watches, basically the one from British Egyptian guy and well, this watch right here, which is damn, it's really shame because it's such a pretty watch with a 5-bar resistance, and it's exactly why they have done something like this, so that I could not hydro mode one and use one also for swimming. So part number 1 is what mostly explanation for this stuff, for this procedure, for this crime is done. Now, in part number 1, you're going to find the explanation. So I'm going to say thanks for watching this video. Till next time. Well, the watches that I reviewed today, they come as follow. They come as following, basically. 8007, Smael, Smael like smile, Smael, 8007. These watches, I was told by the Chinese and by the Japanese. 15 years, I remember. Slovenian side is, these are fuckles, assholes. They're assholes. It's not 5 years, I remember, it's 15 years, about 15 years they told me is gonna go something like this. Should work if it's the way it should be. I think 15 years is what they told me. 15 years like minimum, this watch, as long as it's new, taking care and everything, this watch should last you for 15 years. In a little bit, I'm gonna also tell you, no, this is such a disinformation and such a damage you can do to the factory by saying it's 5 years when in fact it's 15 years. That's like a big difference. If I tell you it's gonna go minimum 15 years, and if I tell you it's gonna go 5 years, that's a big ass difference. With this Japanese mechanism inside, I understand, I was told 15 years this is gonna run you. 8007 would be this model, and I think you get with a button. If you want also extra button for the light here, you can also order that. Its model is 8007. No, 80 whatever, 80, and I don't actually know. I think it's something like this, not sure. 8007 is this one here. All right, they have models that also have the button right there or whatever, but I don't remember the model. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know the model. In continuation, one that I'm going to do the next, I actually do know the model, so that will be 8007, just the same model as the other one. Kind of a gray white with a blue face is why I ordered this one here. Usually these watches do like to come in a darker like, you know, dark stuff, and you cannot even, you're not going to have a chance to change, even if you change the belt or whatever it is. The housing, it's okay if it's a little light like this. It gives you like a little positive energy, I think. Okay, so the 2 watches that you see here, 8007, 8007, 007. Really pretty watches. I do want to thank my friends, my Chinese friends, and also Japanese friends for these watches. I do want to thank them, and I will take this minute extra to thank them. In the world of sports, I know for Anthony Joshua was playing with this stuff. And who else was playing with this stuff? Everybody was playing with this stuff. I know there was a bunch of these people, bunch of these sportsmen, they would wear these watches, and they were really impressed with it because they told me for the stuff, for the workout and for the stuff, this is just like myself, basically the same thing, the same mentality. This is like a green, like a, I would say like a super outdoor watch. You know, if you like the outdoors, this is a killer. This is a must to have. If you like the outdoors, then this watch is really, really a must to have. This would be your Smael 8086, 8886. And I think it's an 8087 that comes also with an extra button that the watch would have right here, something like this. And that you would squeeze that and it would also give you a light. I don't like that. Most of the people, however, liked it. But I don't like it because I plan on having the battery for 2 years. So this would be this. Then we have this one here from my British Egyptian friend. You see this one here. He stated this would be also good for business meetings and something like this. Is a good man. I will be honest with you. This is watch for absolutely every occasion. This one is 86T, 8060. 8060. This is just for about the way I see it. This is watch for every day. You're never ever gonna get tired of it. I like this, the way they are designed in the back. It gives the impression the watch is much smaller than what really is, and you get awarded for that with a big face, beautiful ability to clearly see the time whenever it is that you want because of these things here. See, because it's designed in such a way that the watch is like around like this, and so it fits on your hand because of this here. It's much smaller also, and will not even give you a problem with the shirt because it's designed also in such a way. It's also designed like this, you see? So the shirt is not gonna stuck or anything like that. I like that too. Simply thickness wise, I measured 18 millimeter, 18 millimeter. I would also go with 18, even that they claim it's 16, it's not. 18, 18, 18, 16. We are now at the part what you should not consider as a crucial, but people consider this, including myself, till I figure out basically what went on. And in the last moment I changed my mind. I was going to order 3 watches like this one here, which is actually 18 millimeters, as you're about to see. The same thing. This, when you look, this is about, frankly, this is 18 millimeters. Look at that, also 18 millimeters. Just about also 18 millimeters. And the last one for my British Egyptian guy, that one I would really give 16. So what not to consider is the thickness. Don't worry about the size. You'll be all right. You're all set. And yeah, these are the watches for every day. For whatever it is that you need to get it done. And I guarantee you, whenever you're going to look at this, you're going to have this in your hand. You're going to feel like you have a watch, a real watch. For Sundays, for your church meetings, however, so that you can look chic, and or to get robbed, buy yourself a Rolex. You know, once a week, you deserve it. I should say once a week, those that are going to steal you one or find one are going to deserve it. For everything else, to get the job done and to be pleased about it, to be satisfied when it comes to time, if you are meticulous, if you're somewhat at least demanding about how you watch, there's plenty of watches. I mean, there are good watches to choose from. I mean, if you like, I mean, you know, I in particular don't give anything on the Rolex. I'm just going to tell you, there's a bunch of companies out there that have those kind of watches. To me, they look dumb. You can't even see in the dark anything. I mean, what do you see? I mean, if they do have that glow feature, which, let me demonstrate to you. This watches also have it, at least some. We can see that stuff too. Why not? All right, so this one here does. Let me see something. This is still not dark enough so that one it does, 2, 3 do. Let me see if I can get also with the camera. This is very, very difficult, if rather not impossible to. Let me see if this one doesn't. This one really doesn't, but other watches do have that ability for you to literally see in the dark. The pointers can be seen also in the dark, and that's really chic, man. That's really, really nice. I like that. Let me see if I can. I don't know if you can see it. Hell, it doesn't look like I'm gonna make it with the camera, this stuff. But I'll demonstrate you now. Yes, even this kind of stuff that you can clearly see, literally you can see pointers. The green one, you cannot see. You cannot see the green one. This is the stuff, this one does not have at night, but it sure is elegant, and you can use the backlight anytime you like. All right, I'm gonna do it. I don't like doing it, but I'll do it. All right. This is what the watch, if you like, if you're crazy about Rolex, this here, I think it takes one away within immediately as you see it. It's gonna take you will not want your Rolex anymore. 8086 would be the model for this one here. 8086, nice outdoor watch, real outdoor watch. I wanted to have an outdoor watch, and now I have more than what I bargained for. You can see at night clearly the pointers. You don't even need to use the lamp that looks like this when you turn it on. The same thing 8007. And this one here, 8086. Super clearly. You can see pointers, hands. You can see them clearly at night. Beautifully. You don't need anything to see them. This is actually 8060 is this one here. 8060 is this one here. All right. That's that. Smile and keep smiling. And I'm going to say again to my Chinese friends, thank you. So let the thickness not worry you when you're buying these watches. Choose according with whatever you like you see on the computer, say when you order this through the internet. And make sure you video record this stuff. This kind of stuff should not go on anywhere in any country around the world. It's not okay. This stuff is not okay. This has a spectacular watch band. It's a very good watch band. Really beautiful special. And the watch itself is really nice. This is not a stick, but probably is a centimeter. Have to break down this one. Okay, let's do it. Damn it, this is like 12 millimeters. Really? Wow. 12 millimeters for this one. But also feels, this feels like a small watch. Five bars. Okay. Maybe I do that too. I'm not going to do it. People paying freaking money to get original on a Casio, to get original, like, it really is. It's a metal case. They change the plastic, they put them in watch into the metal case, and they have the metal band, and they pay I don't know how much money. This watch goes for a few bucks. I don't know how much this watch actually goes for. We can do that. We can check and see basically what these watches are going for. This is the special they're running right now, $664. If you squeeze yourself and you get this kind of special, you're not gonna be sorry, man. And I can also give you a little bit about the order that I have made. The order is this one here. It goes to March 14, 2024. The merchandise arrived to me within 11 days. And that included the weekend. 11 days because somehow it came on a Friday. There is absolutely no complaint it can be. And this is also what I was told the case is going to be. I go track this. It came so rapidly, this order, that it was unbelievable the way I never got anything so fast. Actually, yeah, it did came. Also other stuff that was not important also came fast. So this, according to the police already, it would come very fast. But what's interesting is on March 24 it was delivered indeed. But the thing about it is that on March the 24th, March the 24th definitely was not delivered, but March 25th was really delivered. I got one on March 25th. Yeah, but the watch arrived already here on Friday. Actually, possibly even Thursday. Local company received one, they say, on a March the 21st. which is rather not really believable, because they say March 20 was the one that arrived into the transit country, that basically in this case would be here, since the customs were complete probably already in Hungary on a March also 20. This watch was in Slovenia already on March 20. And that was, holy shit, that was actually even Wednesday. That was actually even Wednesday. Then it was a lot of misinformation here. That was a lot of misinformation then. And so in Slovenia, they play with this watch for about, since March 20 all the way to March 24. So we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days almost. That was in Slovenia before I would get one in my hands on March the 25th. That was on Monday. So this watch was this is so rapidly. This was so expedited. AliExpress selection standard. And there you have it. That's gonna cost you 11 euros. Right now you can still catch on special. 8007. The same thing. This is also going to go for about 11, but you will also get this on special. When I put this on special, it costs about 6 euros, something like this. You will also get that one. I have demonstrated that one already. That's 8086, and then you get this one. Just for 13 euros. There you go. They are big discounted now. And you also get this one here. 8060. That one's a little bit more, whatever. 60% also discount. No, they're all the same. It's all the same thing. A little bit more. Okay. And that will be it. This is what you get from AliExpress. This is what you get from Chinese-Japanese cooperation with one another. Really, really good stuff. Really, really, really good stuff. I highly, highly recommend this stuff. Well, I'm impressed. That's all there is to it when it comes to this video. Oh yes, one more thing I was gonna say to you. There is a cost here for 5 watches that you see right there. I got these watches for just 9.28 euros. You too will get this for 9.28 euros. If you become a good AliExpress customer. They do have a sales like this. I understand. I was told maybe even 3 times a year the sale will pop up, like for 15 minutes, something like that. And whatever you have in the bank, this issue was involved in MK Ultra. Then I only had 10 euros in the bank, and instead of paying 19 euros I was gonna even spend on 3 watches, I got 5 for just, actually I got 10 watches for 9.28 euros. 10 watches for 9.28 euros, like this, 5 of them are still waiting for me at the police station. We're gonna go and pick up that stuff, and 5 are here. And unlike the cases before, yeah, I am gonna start treating myself now, because now I finally understand what exactly the problem was with all these issues, what they were doing to me. I did not even understand basically what the fuck went on when they were claiming me, oh, well, you know, if I see you, I will not take my watch back if it's going to be scratched. You don't have to worry about it. You're going to get something else. You know, instead of watch, you're going to get the handcuffs. I'll set you right. I'll set you free. Don't worry about freaks. We're going to make sure about it. But yeah, I'm going to start using this nice little stuff. It's time. I think I start treating myself well. So that's all I wanted to say. Go to AliExpress, get yourself something good, and stay tuned. Maybe you get lucky, and you know, you never know. And if you keep video recording this stuff, maybe you get even luckier. Maybe you double the watches at your police station.